There is something controlling the human, and this thing does not talking to them or even speaking to them or show them any signs. This thing control their behaviors. And the problem here is people think that they have control, when in fact this thing is having control over them and control their life over the time. And they think this is their problem. Well, not. This is not their problem. This is the problem of the environment. Environment is the invisible hand behind human behavior. James Clear provided an excellent story about to tell you exactly what I mean and to also clarify for you. There is a woman who works at the hospital and she wanted to make people who are in the hospital to make healthier choices in food. So she made a 6-month study and to change the cafeteria. So what she did, you see the coolers in the cafeteria, they used to have only soda. So she added waters as a choice, and she also added water basket around the store. After a few months of arranging the coolers and adding the baskets, the soda sales decreased by 11.5% and the water sales increased more than 20%. So what happened? What happened here, because the water was available and they can see it, people often choose it. And that's exactly what's happening. And here's an example from my own life. When I'm work, you see, I work in the store and they have shelves, and the shelves that are on the eye level, which is the shelf that you can see and the customer can see them, they often have famous brands such as, like for example, the all candy. What you're gonna see M&M's, Snickers. They are gonna put it on the eye level, and when they put it in the eye level, people are going to buy it more. And because of this, a lot of people, they think they have control over it. Well, no, you don't have control over it. Because they put it in the eye level, you are going to grab it. But if they put like something else, such as like fruit or something else, you are more likely to grab it. And here is an example. Every living organism have a power. Eagles can look at stuff from far away. They can zoom in with their eyes. Snakes can smell by using their tongues. And the humans, they have 5 senses, which is like their sight, the ability to touch, the ability to taste, and ability to smell, etc. The most important one is the ability to look. Because the ability to look is so important, we often do stuff when we look at them. When we are at the gym, we are more likely to exercise because we see other people exercising and we see the exercising machine. When we are at the chopping, we are more likely to chop because we see other people chopping and we see items. And when we are at home, it all depends on how you arrange your environment at your home. For someone, the coach is somewhere where they read books and they learn. And for somebody else, the same coach is where they rest after work and they eat pizza and ice cream. So it all depends on how you use it. When you have bad habits, the best thing you can change bad habit is you change the environment. So for example, if you used to eat pizza on the couch, change the area of the couch and start reading books instead. When you do this, you remove the odds of the old habits and you increase the odds of reading. So that's what James Clear did. So what James Clear did is he used to eat in the kitchen and work in the kitchen and do all that. And he found it's hard to separate his business life from his personal life. So what he did, after he afforded the house, he got two rooms, and he separate the work from the kitchen. So the kitchen will be for eating and resting because he got coach over there. And the other room, he made it as office, which he's going to be working over there. And he said it becomes a lot easier to live his personal life in one area and his business life in one area, because if you combine the stuff all together, the easier habits are gonna happen. So if you use your phone to work and play and watch videos and scroll and do all of that, the easier habits are gonna appear more. So what are the easier habits? The easier habits are like scrolling, so you're gonna scroll more. Playing video games, you are gonna play more video games. Watching YouTube, you are gonna watch a lot of YouTube. So the easier habits will appear more. One of his friends used his laptop just for writing, and his iPad or tablet just for reading, and his phone for his social media. And this has helped him a lot to separate his work and to make his habits live with him. And that's absolutely true. If you have bad habits, for example, and it's hard to remove, like for example, Let's say you eat junk food and because you go to a certain restaurant. So instead of resisting the junk food, go to different store. Go for a store that provide healthy items such as fruit or organic items, healthy beverages. So change your environment so it can be easier for you to change your habits as well. And that's what happened. I did the same thing. I used to eat like junk food, and my environment was filled with junk food when I used to be 180 pounds. And I started changing my environment. I removed the junk food and I replaced it with healthy food. I removed all the junk food from the fridge and I replaced it with fruits, salad, and all the healthy stuff. And after I did that, it became easy to eat healthy food instead of unhealthy food. Because if I open the fridge and I see unhealthy food, I'm probably gonna eat unhealthy food. And James Clear has a similar example. He used to buy apples and he put them like under the fridge. And the time he remembers to eat habits, they all gone bad. So what he did something else. He put the apples in a pile and he put them in somewhere where he can look at them every single day. And after that he started eating apples without even noticing. You see, it's hard to read if the books are hiding from you. If they are in the cabinet, if they are on the basement, it's hard to read. It's hard to take your daily medicine if the medicine bottle is hiding in a basket in another room. It's hard to drink water if the water is not available, or if the water is hard to get, or hiding in faraway places. So if you want to read more, place the book in somewhere where you can see it every single day. Place it on the table, or place it by your bed so you can see it every single day. If you want to remember to take your medicine, place your medicine next to the faucet of your bathroom so you can remember each time you wash your hands. Same thing with drinking water. If you want to drink more water, place the bottle of waters in somewhere where you can see them every day. Place them in the living room, next to the chair that you sit, or next to the couch. And when you do this, you are more likely to do the good habits. And that's very important. And also you can do the same thing with bad habits. You see, you can imagine how the people who smokes, how they have a lot of cues that triggers them to start smoking. Feeling stressed after work, that's gonna urge them to smoke. Or meeting a friend who smokes, that's a sign for them to start smoking. Or also driving. So if you want to change your habits or your bad habits, you can change the environment as much as you can. Remove all the tobacco. And if you want to eat healthy, remove the unhealthy food from your home, replace it with the healthy items. Go shop in a healthy store that sells healthy items. And if you want to read, like, place the books in somewhere where you can see them every single day. And that's how I did it. And also you can do this absolutely like on YouTube. You see, YouTube are very distracting, especially if you use it for entertainment. I used to do it the same way. I used to listen to music, and each time I open YouTube, and the YouTube suggests me to watch some like music videos, and when I see the music video, I want to play it and I want to hear it, and it's hard for me to resist it. You know what I mean? So what I did, I went to my history and I typed the artist's name and I removed all his videos from my history, and I replaced it with motivational speakers. I started listening to Jim Rohn. I started listening to Jim Rohn, David Goggins, Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, and all these people who are intelligent and educated. And after that, after a while, I quit music, and YouTube started to suggest me educational content such as Robert Kiyosaki and the motivational speakers that I just mentioned. So yeah, you can do the same thing. If you're struggling, or if you're struggling with scrolling, there's an app called Blocker Hero. This app could help you, it can help you block shorts, TikTok, Reels. It can help you a lot if you are struggling with scrolling. Because I know a lot of stuff, they don't want to watch scrolling, and they know it's something bad that's wasting their time and distracting them. But YouTube always put a hook, and they always watch and scroll. So they don't have control over it. Downloading Blocker Hero can help you a lot to block reels and to block you from scrolling. There is a country who are struggling with electricity crisis, and they were doing study, And they noticed that there is two neighbors who live in similar houses and get similar devices at their home, but they noticed that one of them saves 30% of electricity and the other one is not. And after they figure out why even though they have the same house and they have same devices and they live in the same neighbor, why that neighborhood was saving 30% of electricity. So they found out that the neighbor who saves 30% of electricity, do you know the electricity meter that counts the electricity bills and stuff like that? It's in the living room and they can see it every single day. And the other one, the electricity meter was hitting in the basement and they can't see it. And because the other one who saved 30% look at this electricity meter every single day, they changed their behavior. They saved a lot of electricity, and because it becomes obvious. And that's what happens. So when something is obvious and you can see it every single day, it's gonna help you to manage or remember to change or consider some changes. Take my life as an example. I have two dumbbells over here. I put them next to my bed, not to like it's in my bedroom, and I have water bottle next to me always when I'm working. And I have the Amazon Kindle over here, and I have a chair, and I have a chair over here. The reason I have two chairs is I want to separate. I want to make one place, one use. That's my goal, and that's what James Clear says. When you make one place, one use, the urges are gonna make you do the good habit. So here's an example. So if you read, learn, watch video, scroll everything in one place, the easier habits, as I just mentioned, but I'm gonna say it again, the easier habits will come up more to you. So you are more likely to scroll than read. You are more likely to watch YouTube than learning. So the reason why we make like one place, one use is so when it's time to read, you are going to go on one place and read. So reading is the only thing that happens on this place, and the other space, for example, is gonna be only for working, and nothing else happen but work on that place. And this gonna help you to avoid distraction and also make you focus more. And a lot of people, they say we don't have rooms, like we don't have our house is not big, we live in New York, the house is very small. Cool, you can use each corner for each habit. So you can say, this corner I'm gonna be sitting over there and reading, and this corner I'm gonna be working, and that corner I'm gonna be studying. So when you do this is gonna help you a lot to avoid distraction. And I did this same thing. I have small room and I divided each corner for each use. I have a place where I can read, and I have a place where I can work, and also when I exercise, because I don't go to the gym, I exercise on the floor. So I use each space correctly, and I want you to do the same thing. So every time you go in this place, you are going to feel the urge to read, and you start reading. And each time you sit in here, you are going to feel the urge to work, and then you are more likely to work. So that's basically it. Another thing, they made a study on people, and they told them to go to bed only for sleep, not to scroll, not to watch YouTube, not to stare at the clock, only to sleep. And if they couldn't sleep, they are going to stay in another room until they feel like sleeping, and they go to sleep in the other bedroom. After they do it for a couple of times, they notice that they go to sleep more quickly, because sleeping is the only thing happens in this bedroom. And if they can't sleep, they have to stay another way. So when they don't feel like sleeping, they go to the other room, and then when they feel sleeping, they go to this room and they sleep right away. They don't scroll, they don't stare at the clock, they don't do none of that. It becomes automatic. So they just go to bed and they just feel sleep more quickly. And this is why I don't scroll I don't scroll, but I don't read on my bed or talk on my bed. I often make my bed is only for sleeping, nothing else. Not like reading, not like drinking water, not to talking to anybody, just to sleep. That's exactly very helpful. It makes you more focused, and it makes you to rest very well. The most important thing is avoid mixing habits. So it's hard to study on a place where you used to play video games. It's hard to exercise on a place where you eat. It's hard to focus a new place when you are distracted. So avoid mixing habits, which I mean make one place, one use. This is gonna help you a lot. And trust me, over the time, it's gonna be easier to you, and you're gonna feel more focused, and you're gonna feel, and you are going to feel more better. So yeah, that's basically it. If you want to change your habits, or you have like bad habits, change the environment. If you have good habits and you want to do them daily, make them more obvious. Make them in spaces where you can see them every day. Avoid mixing habits, because as I said, that will make easy habits and bad habits occur more likely. And focus on doing them every single day. And when you put them on spaces where you can see them every single day, that's like a reminder. You are going to remember drinking water each time you're gonna see the water bottle. You are going to remember reading each time you're gonna see the book. You are going to remember exercising each time you're gonna see the dumbbells. And that's gonna help you a lot in your life. And also, it's gonna help you a lot to make more time and create good habits that's gonna change you and help you a lot in the future. So thanks very much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure you send this video to someone who you think that's gonna benefit from this video, and this gonna help him a lot to changing his habits, to make better habits, and also to make him more focused, and also make achieving his goal a lot easier. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.